Hello everyone, this is Jim Okrasinski, your instructor for English 1102 this summer session. So I'd like to begin my orientation video talking a little bit about Blackboard. Blackboard is the LMS system, the learning management system that we use at the College of DuPage. If you are a student here at COD, you should be pretty much familiar, but I do have to run through some of the basics for some of our summer transfer students. So, just to give you an idea of how the LMS Blackboard is organized, we have a course menu on the left, and I've grouped some of the categories together here. We have my announcements where I will communicate with the class. I'll put out announcements whenever there's new information or something I want to communicate. I may use the email function also from time to time, but primarily this is the way I communicate with the class. The syllabus will be in a folder, and I've got the schedule and due dates, and of course here is my information. Everybody should have my email address available. Now your learning units are going to be grouped here in the second category. So we have our weekly course units. I've broken up the 8-week course into 8-week course into a unit per week. We will work on these on a weekly basis. You can take a look through the weeks here. You want to look at some of the assignments, so look at what's included in the 8 weeks to just get an overview of what is going to be happening. I will close off many of these for once the course really starts on Monday morning. We'll focus on the first 2 weeks worth of work because they are connected, but I want to make sure that everybody works at the same pace. The discussion boards, as you'll go through some of the information in the syllabus and the schedule, all discussion boards will be located here under discussion boards. And in week 4, we'll be in chapter 2 in the textbook, which is all about library and research. Here are the research modules with the appropriate quizzes that you should complete at the end of the unit there after you've looked at reviewed all the information. Okay, there is a closing quiz there, right? And then when it comes time to upload assignments, I've created an assignment upload here for all the major assignments. Talk about all the drive instructions a little bit later. In fact, I'll even have a drive video that I'll add to the course too. So we'll talk about that, but it's really straightforward, and I will explain the uploads as we go through the weekly course schedule. So let's get to the syllabus here. I've uploaded the syllabus. You have a PDF version that I'm going to open right here. What you want to make sure you do is you make yourself aware of what is really what's in the syllabus. The policies and procedures are pretty straightforward. The course is created to meet the requirements to the Illinois Articulation Initiative. That's the IAI number. So it satisfies the requirement for the first year writing program in the state of Illinois, and I'm sure a bunch of other colleges also. So you have the objectives and outline. You want to make sure that you read the course theme. It'll affect what research topics we will work through during the course of this summer semester. As always, students should make themselves aware of the grading policy. Your final grade is determined on points, not percentages, points. So you want to take the opportunity to look at the grading policy and look at my grading philosophy. And I also have a not yet grading policy. Sometimes students struggle with certain assignments, and because they just don't meet the requirements, they will be labeled not yet ready for grading, which will allow the student to revise and resubmit. You want to make sure that submission guidelines for coursework and essays is a section that you pay close attention to. Okay. This is an English course. We're going to be working through MLA formats for heading, titles, spacings, and margins. All citations and research that we work through on using and citing sources will also be according to MLA. This summer semester, as I do with all my writing courses, I use Google Drive to produce content for everyone. Now we'll cover that in a separate video that you can take a look at right after you finish the orientation video. I'll put that up in Blackboard. However, you're also going to want to make sure that Social practices and participation is a part of your grade, and all the items here that I list that carry points. Make sure you're aware of the graded coursework. They are on the schedule, and they will definitely affect your grade. There are three major assignments here. So you're going to want to take a look at social practices and participation, late coursework policy, the revision policy on revising your work. An important policy is your first drafts and peer reviews, because peer reviews will be done in the Drive account. As always, with many schools, we have these standard policies here. Here's our plagiarism policy, academic honesty and consequences for academic dishonesty that the college has provided for us to include in our syllabi. Also, the withdrawal date, policies on incompletes, and also our ADA notice. Now also you will see here is the course schedule. The course schedule is attached to the syllabus, but you can click on the course schedule tab here in the course menu, and it'll give you the exact same course schedule here. So the idea here is you want to make yourself familiar with the fact that we have something due just about on Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday as our due dates. Every week you're going to have something due, Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. When you complete this, as long as it's by the particular due date and time, it doesn't matter to me. This is an online course, so you can take advantage of your schedule as you see fit. All right. If you're working this summer, I don't really care, long as everybody completes the work and within the weekly time frame here, because of how we have to interact in creating our collaborative environment here in the course in an asynchronous manner. So you're going to want to review this. You can also print yourself a copy of the PDF if that works for you also. All right. So I've covered all the other information here. You've got the course units, the assignment uploads, research modules. You can work through these as you see fit, right? So discussion boards, I believe I went through the assignment uploads here. Yep, the assignment uploads are here. This is where you will upload the final links to your assignments. A lot of this information I will review uh, during the weekly screencast, just to remind everybody about policies, procedures, and how we're doing things. You have resources at the library, a Blackboard help if you need some help with negotiating Blackboard, and also from time to time, and I may have some virtual office hours through Blackboard Collaborator. That is our Zoom-like um, uh, really meeting software, video conferencing software that's embedded in Blackboard here. All right. So I think I've covered the basics. Announcements is where I will communicate, as I've said before, syllabus, schedule, and also review all of the units that I call the learning units, right? So all of this gets you started in Blackboard. Here's the orientation. Be sure to view the Google Drive video that will be coming up in a bit. Good luck this semester. If you have any questions, please send me an email. Thank you.